As transformation programs go into overdrive to prepare organizations for the post-pandemic world, this historic global disruption is creating a unique set of challenges and opportunities for industries and society. A rapid innovation capability has never been more critical to success.
Defining innovation, I think, is one of the starting problems, one of the starting challenges we face.
I always think of a quote from Theodore Levitt: creativity is thinking up new things, but innovation is doing new things.
Innovation happens when you do something new and you have good results.
We need ideas and we need a good way to allow them to become materialized.
We often think of this in terms of new markets that you might seek or changing products.
Because unfortunately, innovation is a path with many failures.
For me, innovation is the creation of viable new offerings.
Innovation involves new combinations of people as well. So bringing together people with different backgrounds and perspectives.
And innovation is a tool to survive. If we don't change, we die.
Without a company-wide understanding of the purpose of innovation, though, it will fail.
Beyond creativity or breakthrough technology, what makes an innovation an innovation is when the team that figure out a way to create a value proposition that actually delivers value to customers. And then they figure out a way to get value from those customers back to the organization.
That almost quantum leap shift forward. You're suddenly doing or delivering something new. It's that sudden jump forward.
Agreeing on the metrics for success is the first step.
Something which is based on knowledge, on experience, more or less on unique knowledge and experience, and something with which I would like to make money.
To recognize that innovation is a means to an end, and understanding what that objective is, the business goal that one is seeking to achieve, is the essential first step.
Only when a team has solved that piece of the puzzle do I feel quite strongly that they can then define themselves as successful at innovation.
But too often, companies simply get in the way of their own attempts to innovate. It is paramount that organizations look at their entire ecosystem when it comes to innovation.
The problem to face the innovation in corporations sometimes is a mindset.
Sometimes have such kind of silo thinking.
Big companies have a strong culture, and the culture tries to be forever, trying to defend what they have always done or what they have done before.
If you look at the psychology, people are very risk averse.
Starting from scratch is easier than transforming or adapting.
Psychological safety and inclusion form the bedrock of all successful corporate innovation programs.
So many organizations say, we allow failure, we want you to feel like you can fail, and that's how we innovate. But what I saw in my research for Inclusify was that oftentimes was just lip service. If that's the case, people don't want to go out on a limb to offer new ideas, and that stifles innovation to such a great extent.
Empowering your people to feel safe to fail, all of this stuff that we all know and understand, but you can't embody in a static process or capture in a tool. You have to build it into the interpersonal social infrastructure of your organization. That's ultimately the key.
Diversity and inclusion is absolutely key to innovation. The most diverse companies on average produce 2 more new products per year. But if you bring those people in and they don't feel like they can speak up, they're not going to contribute in the way that you want them to, the way that's actually going to benefit the organization.
We can't solve the problems that we have created with the same perspective that we had when we identified the problems.
The relationship between data and innovation, I think, is really quite close.
Researching what my market wants and what my customers need, and understanding that, hey, big important thing, and then developing things to meet those needs.
Taking data and looking for signal in that data. Can you see an opportunity for innovation? I think that collaboration and open innovation and partnerships are crucial.
Because you will immediately realize that there are people who know more about this particular part of the problem than you do.
true innovation no longer takes place exclusively within an organization's dedicated and often siloed internal R&D team.
The superpower of a serial entrepreneur is their ability to build relationships with the core business. If they don't have that, it doesn't matter how great they are at inventing technologies, how great they are at discovering customers, how great they are at creating new things. If you're going to innovate inside the large organization, you need to have the ability to build relationships.
You need a level of distance from the primary organization and space to do things differently and experiment. And you then need a way to take what you learn back into the larger organizations.
I don't think there is one pattern or model to drive innovation. You must capture it wherever you can.
The most successful companies will be those that can build strong, collaborative ties with their customers, partners, suppliers, and employees to drive innovation across boundaries.
If we want to find the best partners to make this innovation come true, if we want to find the partners to solve these challenges, we must share those challenges.
As a company, NTT Data is a really interesting organization. Each of the individual operating companies within the group itself has a great deal of freedom to innovate and to try things out. We can kind of harvest those results and share them out across the group with our customers.
If you can merge with others, if you can do that synergy and try to make such kind of connection with other companies, then this is a winning formula.
As NTT Data forged our collaboration with the startup in this spirit, which animates our international program called the Open Innovation Contest.
We saw we need an environment where we can do really interesting workshops.
I'm sitting here in this co-creation space and called ENSO. And this is also the space where we run a lot of design sprints and hackathons together with clients and partners.
In the Data Science Launchpad, that was something we worked on with NTT Data. Been running now just over a year. It's been successful, but also we've been upskilling at the same time, so we can have people who can go back into the business and can say, there's an opportunity, there's an idea.
The mixture of cultures really helps in bringing together different viewpoints. That's very valuable, especially in innovation projects.
At NTT Data, we try to take all the curiosity that is in there and giving everyone the chance to come up with new ideas, turning every employee into an innovator.
We are leveraging the Open Innovation Contest to identify those startups that could help us offer more complex, more evolved, more innovative solutions to our customers.
For the startup, we want to be the partner to share a path towards a joint destination.
When you think about NTT Data, you think about technology, you think about a revolution in the different sectors.
The future growth of your company depends on getting innovation right, and we at NTT Data are helping our clients across the world set up the innovation ecosystems and culture that will allow them to do just that.
I think we're on a journey that's going to lead to some really powerful stuff.